Thank you, Tim Hay, my dear brother, for this relevant question. Actually, I didn't even know that I had such questions in my head. So when you asked that question, I was like, I do have some answers, but some of them I don't. So I had to research for 3 days straight. And I have even done a video, a 1 hour video about all the science that's behind everything that I'm going to talk about today. So please click on the link on this video if you want to know more about this, because you might have some questions after that. So, thank you, Tim Hai, for having me here today. I'm really excited to do this collab. Tim Hai is my brother, my Dragon Witch brother. His dream is to spread the knowledge of the dragons, the dragon wisdom, to his fellow dragon witches, and even people who are called by the dragon. It can be any path. Now, I'm following the light path. He's following the gray and dark path, more the draconian one. And I'm an angel. I'm a dragon angel myself. I have a wolf spirit in this life, and I'm transforming into a dragon slowly. So for me, this is like very, very important, but also kind of new. But with the things I've been through all of my life, all this paranormal I could not explain, everything that was happening to me, it was so crazy. At some point, I did not understand and I needed help. And you're talking about Jesus. So Jesus is pretty much the guy who came to me as well to enlighten me on certain things. Problem is, I was raised in a Catholic family as well, and I wasn't really in good relation with God at some point because I thought he was to blame for everything. So I kind of became Luciferian for a while. Then I just decided I was following no religion anymore, and I had to question myself and to find myself again. And when Jesus came in my life, I almost rejected him, and then I just like, okay, what the hell do you want, you know? And he said, he wanted me to spread the good news and that he was coming back. That's exactly what he said, word per word. And I was, okay, how am I supposed to do that? How am I supposed to spread the word? I don't even know what the word is. I don't even know what the good news is. I don't even understand what you're saying to me. And it was very confusing. It was too soon for me to understand, so I just pushed him away, I guess. After a while, like, I swore an oath to God, and I was like super religious for like, I don't know, less than a year. So at some point I rejected him because I was too confused, and some hard stuff in my life happened as well. So I drifted away from everything, and I was pretty much in the blank, in the not in the void, but like kind of lost in my soul. And that's when the dragon came to me a few years later. I had to move in my house, and some very strong poltergeists and spirits were trying to get my attention. So I started to investigate, and with all the clues and the hints that I found, I made the conclusion that this was a dragon. So that's when I found Tim Hay's channel, which I was very, very, very excited about because I didn't know dragons were actually existing like less than a year ago. And I did not, like, I wished I knew before, but yeah, a part of me always wanted me to believe in it, and I somehow like believed that spirit dragons could exist and stuff, but I didn't really dwell into it. I was just living my life, but then my dragon tried to get my attention, so I opened up and I started myself the dragon path, and here I am. But then reality shifting found me too, like a year later, just after the dragon, and it had me confused even more because turns out that my dragon, which name I will not tell her name entirely because dragons want to keep their identity safe from other entities, and it's kind of precious to them. But her nickname is Amre, 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 And I think, well, the way she says it, she's some kind of angel, seraphim dragon, and I'm on my way to become that too. And she came here to help me, and she claims to be my higher self or something similar. So she's helping me, teaching me stuff that I didn't know about, and then she brought to me reality shifting less than 3 months ago, and it had me super confused. And that's when I found. So that's it about my first dragon. My second dragon is a lover. It's more personal, so I will not talk too much about it today. But she's my lover. She's another dragon, and she comes from another dimension in which I have a human body there. That is in coma, so it's kind of complicated. But she's my lover, so I have two dragons. But I'm also still friend with Jesus and God. But even though I'm not like a religious person, very recently, with all of this happening in my life, I got some answers, and I've also had to do some researches, notably the ones I talk about in that 1 hour video about science on my channel. So you really gotta check that out at some point. I'm trying to make this video as simple as possible, but I try to do it like, I don't know, so many times, so it's probably gonna be a 20 minutes video anyway. So, what you have to understand, Tim Hai, your question was, what the hell is all this? So, let's summary. You saw Jesus and Lucifer in a dream, and they both came out as more or less two sides of the same coin, telling you they were on your side, that you had a choice, etc. That is pretty much accurate, and that's pretty much what Jesus would say if he would find you. So I have done a lot of researches, and I'm gonna tell you what I found out, and also from my own personal experience, what all of this could possibly be. Let's begin. I gotta start with science really quick, but I'm gonna be as quick as I can, as simple as I can. The universe with by the way, you can check everything I'm saying now is like provable by some kind of science facts, so or personal experience. So science says that the universe was created by an eternal being because the universe is constantly in expansion, so it cannot be uh it's complicated, but there are some echoes in the creation of the universe and some kind of logic behind all that that would I'm going to summarize this, okay? To be short, we're all eternal beings, and we're all called zetas entities, which is like we're entities more or less apart from each other. We're separating ourselves from the absolute, which is that huge ball of love and light that is actually the real God out there, which is not a God. He's eternal, so that means there's no beginning, no end. He's everywhere at the same time. And the way the science explains this is we are all energy. We cannot be created nor destroyed. So we're just part of this huge absolute thingy. We're still us too, but we're separating ourselves from everything by our ego, with our ego. But there's no division. All of this is an illusion. This world here is kind of a dream, um, kind of a collective dream in which you experience your stuff. So you can call it a simulation, you can call it a dream, you can call it whatever you want. This is basically your own perception of all this reality, that it's in your head. Everything that you see, that you experience, is a reflection of what's inside of you. So of course you will see dragons everywhere because you're a dragon and you resonate with dragons. We all resonate at different frequencies. And well, your path is the dragon, so obviously you will see Lucifer and Jesus as dragons. But what you need to understand is, I will. Okay, there's no. I'm gonna make a part two. Hold on. I'm gonna have to edit that shit.